Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday, 3:34 p.m., and I'm doing an update. I haven't vlogged in a while. Had a lot going on in the past week or so. I had a pastors conference at church that me and Chris were invited to because we are future church planners. We're going to have a Deliverance Bible Church Arlington one day. So we got invited to this pastors conference. It was $50 a person, and all the church planners got to go, as well as all the different pastors from our 12 churches. It's going to be 14. Let's see, who was there? Spokane, Hollywood, Dallas, Fort Worth. Miami didn't make it. Columbia didn't make it. Everybody was there. Seattle. Got to see everybody, and the conference was absolutely amazing. It was basically services, like church services, but it was so intense. It was geared for pastors, and I just got so much out of it. I just felt this incredible infilling, and I was overwhelmed. On the first night, I was just overwhelmed with how far God has taken me since 1997, and I kept reliving when I was saved, and I just broke down in tears. It was so overwhelming to know that I was on the road to becoming a pastor's wife, which I absolutely do not feel worthy, but I know that I am, because I know that God loves me and accepts me and is crazy about me, because I am His daughter. So on the last night, we had one of the most controversial subjects that our church gets into, and it is the taboo topic of submission. Wives, submit to your husbands. And pastor and his wife talked about how that is absolutely key, and it is the hardest thing for a Christian woman in today's world to do. And if you get a hold of this, if you get revelation of submitting, especially in the area of finances, this is something that I have had a hard time with. Pastor's wife has had a hard time with. A lot of Christian ladies have a hard time with submitting financially to their husbands. I made another step in submitting. I'm letting him pay all the bills. I'm not keeping track of anything. And that's when I started to see a huge breakthrough. I noticed that debts that had been incurred years ago are now paid. That is huge to me. People that know the situation, that is huge. I looked in my husband's eyes and told him that I trust him to take care of everything. That's it. And I gave it to God. And all of a sudden, boom, it's paid. And I am invited to do an artisan's market in Prosper, Texas, at a community of custom homes. These are huge mansions. Some people might not call them mansions, but I call them mansions. They're anywhere from 300 to 600,000. They are gorgeous homes. And so they're having this artisan market. It's going to be outside because they do not have a center for these kind of things yet. And at first I wasn't going to do it, but then the Lord spoke to me in prophetic ways and showed me the prophecy, the prophetic words behind this. Prosper, Texas, wind song, just a vision that He had given me. When I looked up Windsong Ranch on Google, it was what I saw in my vision, literally. So that is this Saturday. It's about an hour and a half away. I'm not taking everything from the market. I'm not going to be tearing down everything. I'm going to take my jewelry sets and my beaded tapestries and bookmarks, possibly. And that's it. and we'll see how it goes. And I would like to, whoops, that's the phone, and I have no idea what that is. It's going to be, it does that all day long. It'll ring with a random number, and it just absolutely drives me nuts. So I'm just going to talk over it, because once I stop this, I got to make a new video, and I don't want to do that. So just try to tune that out. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing that. It's about an hour and a half away. My aim is to somehow keep a relationship with this community. Even though I'm not a resident, I'd love to be a resident. Even though I'm not a resident. And I know that there are communities close by me, but I don't know how to get in with one. I have to find one that isn't just houses, that is actually like a lifestyle community where they have a central, they have events and they have a central thing. I know they're around here, I just don't know how to find them. So these people, they found me. I did not look for this place. They found me. The lifestyle director, Devin Haggerty, emailed me and asked if I would take part in this. That is huge. I am just blown away by what the Lord is doing. So I'm going to be doing that this Saturday. It's from 9 to noon. It's not a lot of time, but she told me that last month they had about 150 people come through in that time, and that is a lot compared to what I've been seeing with the farmers market. Farmers market has not been doing so well for me. It's doing well for other people, but this month has just, I don't know, June and July both, I've just not been seeing any sales. So I don't know. I'm jumping at this opportunity because I'm just hoping that what I have to offer is something that these people will want. We had an animal adventure on, goodness, I think that was on Saturday. I got a text from Chris saying that he had a stray dog at the I-20 Animal Medical Center. Basically, he pulled in the driveway and there was this beagle just laying there, overheated, ready to die. So he took it inside. Even though the cats went crazy, he took the dog inside to cool it down. It was 107 degrees. The dog's temperature was 107 degrees. It would have died. No collar, no idea where it came from. Once it cooled down a little bit, he took it around to see if it would head for home, give some indication of who its owner was. He walked all the way to the nearby park, nothing. So it came back in. We got it some food and a bone, and I was calling it Snoopy because it's a beagle. It's a girl beagle. I just called it Snoopy. So Snoopy and the girls sort of reached uneasy truce. They're just looking at each other like, I don't know about this. And if they got too close, the cats would hiss. So we had an interesting time taking Snoopy, as later on we found out the dog's name is Lucy. We took her outside to go to the bathroom. She didn't want to go. We had to go and go and go. Basically, when she was at the vet, they didn't know. They wanted to run all these tests to find out what was wrong with her because she had things on her, moles on her legs, which I didn't know if they were parasites or what. But we said, we're not going to do all this for a stray dog. We just want to save her life because she was overheated, dehydrated. They said mild to moderate dehydration. So that ran $700 just to get it. It was on the 4th of July. So it was a lot. It was $700 just to save her life, basically. But I'm so glad we did it. I'm so glad Chris did it. I wasn't even there. So, we had her for, I think, 2 days. And then, I think it was Monday morning, we get a call from this lady that lives 2 blocks down in the one direction that Chris did not check. It was 2 blocks down. And she described the dog and went, "Oh my God, that's my dog. Oh, I can't believe you found her." So she came over, and the dog is a digger, dug under the fence, had a collar, but it got caught under the fence when it dug under the fence. She said that the little things are moles, that they grow back, and the thing, it had like a mass in its belly, and that supposedly is older beagles. This dog's 10 years old, they get that. It's a fatty deposit the beagles get. So she paid Chris back most of the money. She's going to pay all of it for the vet, which we didn't expect. I'm very thankful that she did, though. And yes, it was on a credit card, and yes, that money did go towards the credit card. This is huge. I mean, these are huge steps. So, and then the other day, my bank, it's Gardner Bank in Kansas. It's called Small Business Bank. It's the only one that will give me a business account because my credit is toast. So they let me have a business account, and they are starting a blog, and they called me and they want me to be the first business to be featured in their, they call it for micro companies, micro businesses, people that have like 1 to 5 people. Now I'm a sole proprietorship, so they want me to be featured on their blog. So I had to come up with 4 to 5 paragraphs. I wrote that, I sent it to them, so I'll be on my bank's blog. And this was all since I said yes to submitting everything under my husband as the head of the family. All the finances, the decisions, letting him be the head. Even my tax bill. Now that was scary, but I did it. I'm seeing things move that it's just incredible. So I've been working on my Amish tapestry. Let me show you the progress I have made on that. I will not have this done in time for the artisan market, which really makes me sad, but this is how much I've gotten done so far. I've just started on the middle diamond, which is, I hope, going to look right. It's really hard to make a diamond with a square stitch. I'm using all a square stitch. I considered doing a slightly different stitch. I considered making a piece and sewing it in. I'm afraid I'd mess that up, so I'm just going to do a square stitch. So I have to make a diamond with a square stitch. That's going to be interesting, but so far I'm hoping that I do more, that this pucker will come out. Normally, well, it was really, and now it's straightening out. So by the time I get more, it'll be straightened out. So there's that. Let's see what else. We went to Denny's by the church, and now they have gluten-free English muffins, so I can have a burger on a bun. Yay! I just tell them put a gluten-free English muffin for the bun. So I'm a happy camper about that. I was having to just have a bunless burger and just eat it with a knife and fork, which is no fun. So I can eat a burger at Denny's again. Yay! It's the little things. So I know I'm forgetting a lot of things, but that's mainly everything that's been happening. It rained today. It is still a little bit overcast. I didn't go for a walk. I've been walking again. I probably should do that again here. See if Chris wants to go for a walk. And that's about it. So, they cut Chris's hours again. He was making a lot of money for what he does. And they cut his hours again because they hired more people. So I'm really hoping that this whole backwards submission, that this whole thing generates something for what I'm doing. Another thing is we're supposed to start a Bible study on Wednesday nights. I don't know if we're doing that tonight or when that's starting. I'll let y'all know. It's going to be in Arlington at the Asian Bowl, the Southwest Plaza Center Strip Mall. I'll let you know when that happens. Yeah, so have a great day, and I will talk to you later.